Why, hello there, and welcome to the Soul Sister channel on this Sunday, June the 22nd. My name's Kat. I've got your astrological spiritual forecast and guidance going from today through Saturday, June the 28th. This week's video is entitled Boundaries. First of all, happy summer solstice. We had our summer solstice on Friday, the longest day of light of the entire year in the northern hemisphere. Symbolically, we have been adding more and more light to our lives since the winter solstice on December the 2021st. And now we should have the full fruition of all the light that we've been adding to our lives this first part of this year in 2025. The symbol, we see the symbol reflected in nature as crops beginning to come to fruition, getting ready to harvest, like our corn and our tomatoes and things like that, right? So we have this light. We've talked about in the past weeks, we've talked about our power. We've talked about holding our power. We talked about being responsible with our power. We talked about listening, making sure we listen. It's such an important part of our human existence is to listen, because in listening you can find out all kinds of information you can't find out if you're busy trying to figure out your response or whatever, right? And then last week, we talked about getting our shit done, getting our space ready and organized and straightened so that we have the proper healthy environment to create this life that we want, that we're working. We understand at this point that maybe what we want in our lives doesn't align with what others think our lives should be. This week, we're going to really get our boundaries tested. So I want to talk to us about making sure that we build strong, healthy boundaries. We have the sun in Cancer, so it is all about safety and security. Now, the trick with the Cancerian energy, as I've said in the last couple weeks, the trick is not to get ourselves so closed in and protected that we can't even experience this life. We're all... So guess what? Then we get to the next life and we get to do it all over again, and even more intensely. Yay! But we have to have the safety and security to come home to within ourselves, so that we can create this life that we want. So we have this environment where the energy can flow and help us manifest what we're trying to create. So this week, we're going to talk about boundaries because, as I said, beginning of the week, up until Wednesday when we have the new moon in Cancer, baby, our boundaries are gonna be tested. There are, again, we have the manipulation and the control of the last couple weeks of the outer world. They're back at it, and they're intensifying their attack because they're not getting the results that they were hoping for. So they're coming back to us full tilt, and we need to remember to hold our boundaries. Do not compromise ourselves in our truth. We have been working on this whole year of discovering our true self, who we truly are, what our passion is, what we love to do, and hopefully we're working towards that, making that happen. We're not going to have some rando out there saying, hey, baby, come on over to my story. It's real nice. It's really fluffy and comfy, and you don't have to do any work. I'm going to take care of it all for you. You just have to give up your power and give up who you truly are. What? That's no big deal, right? So watch out. Beginning of the week, that's what it's going to be about. Oh, come on over. I've got some nice candy for you. Some sweets. Come on over. All right, so you got the idea. So this is our perfect opportunity to really, really focus on our boundaries, keeping them healthy and strong, and not allowing others to compromise who we are and our work. So, this is a great time, a great boundary line is. Oh, thank you so much for your input. I will certainly take that under consideration. Okay? That's your boundary mantra for the beginning of the week. All right? Keep that in your back pocket. Then we come to Wednesday when we have a new moon in Cancer. So now we begin to see, we have some clarity on, oh yeah, that story they're telling us, that is bullshit, isn't it? And here's why. So we begin to see everything a little bit more clearly. Not only do we see everything in the outer world a little bit more clearly, we're able to see what we need to do at home within ourselves to make sure that we can stay true to this quest of creating the life of our dreams. Because, as we all know, if we watch the Soul Sister channel, if we do the work, we definitely can create the life of our dreams. It's right there waiting for us to get out of our way so we can make it happen. Get out of our own way of unworthiness, fear, and lack so we can get to it and create the life of our dreams. So we have clarity on Wednesday. On Thursday, I circled this. I got to get back to it because I know it was really important. Oh, on Thursday, we have Mercury going into Leo, but we also have, which I wanted to talk about, Sun in Cancer sextiling Mars in Virgo. And to me, this is the connection, the energetic connection that allows us to continue working on creating strong, healthy boundaries while still being able to nurture and support the other without compromising ourselves in our power. And we have the energy, we can see it much more clearly with this new moon in Cancer on Wednesday, this planetary connection between Cancer and Mars in Virgo. We can see the steps that we need to create the steps we need to take to create an environment conducive to co-creating and manifesting. And we can see who we are a little bit more clearly. And we can choose not to compromise that while still being honoring and sensitive to the other. Well, that's just a tall order, isn't it? When they're coming back at you full force. Come here. I got something for ya. Ha ha ha. It's really, I can manipulate you right into my little trap. So we'll be able to see what that trap's all about a little bit better at the end of the week and go, ha ha ha, I didn't fall into it. Thank you very much. I learned that. So anyway, but we have the ability to really take steps to create. Now, boundaries. Again, don't allow others. We can accept input. Thank you so much for your input. I will certainly take that under consideration. And there will be input from others that we probably do want to take into consideration. As long as it's not too good to be true. It's not too good to be true. If it's too good to be true this week, it is. It's too good to be true. Don't be duped. Don't let them take advantage of you, okay? Boundaries. So, now with this Cancerian energy, it's really important that we build strong, healthy boundaries to protect our safety, to protect our security, to make sure we have that space for ourselves that we can come home to and be at home and rest and be with our higher self. We can meditate. We can quiet and center. We don't have all this shit going on all over the place. There's that word shit again from last week. Oh, I came back. We don't have all that crap going on all over the place. Everything's not disorganized and flying here and there, you know. We got that taken care of. Everything is in its place. And now we get our magic wand out, the first card in the tarot, and we create. We take the steps. Is it a career that we really want to do but we don't think we're good enough for? We take the steps. We take the classes. We take the courses. We do the studying. Is it something about ourselves? Gosh, you know, I'll bring it up again. My laugh is really obnoxious. It really is. It is loud, and I get attention from people pretty much over the whole world when I laugh. And it's not in a good way. But this is who I am. And through working with astrology, through working with my spirituality, through quiet and centering, through meditating, I finally figured out my laugh is perfect the way it is. Those things about us that we cringe, the cringe parts of ourselves, that's a good word, cringe part of ourselves, they are so special parts of ourselves. So don't hide them. Let them come out and be fully expressed. And if others can't take our vibrance, if others can't take our light, if others can't take our obnoxious laugh, okay, all right, see you later, that's okay, we're not meant to be together. And we move on. So don't hide those parts about ourselves. Bring them out. What are they? Express them. Embrace and express our true, authentic selves and our work. Boundaries. Now, Cancerian energy. Let's watch others' boundaries as well. That Cancerian energy, I'm going to tell you what, we know what everyone else needs to do with their life so that they can have the life they want. We know what they need to do, and we want to share that with them because we know we're wise, you know. It's okay if they didn't ask us. They're not interested in our advice. We know, so we can tell them. So we're going to tell them anyway. Wow, is that a boundary breaker? Okay, guys, I'm gonna cut it to the chase. You don't know what the other needs. You don't know. Unless the other is getting ready to walk across the street in the middle of traffic, keep your mouth shut unless we're asked, okay? We don't know what the other is going through. We can only experience the other through our own experiences. So keep our mouths shut unless we're asked for assistance. Now, if we see somebody who needs assistance, we can say to them, "Can I help you?" And that's it. If they say no, that's it. But I think you should know, that's it. Honor the other. Honor where they are. And if they go and F up everything because they should have taken the advice that you were offering, that's on them too. Okay? Don't defile others' boundaries. We certainly don't like it when our boundaries get compromised. You know, people are wanting our energy, and we want to please everyone, and we want to make everything okay for everyone. And so we start compromising our boundaries. And in the end, you know what happens in the end? We're not fulfilled, we're not happy, we're exhausted, we're depleted, and in probably most cases, no one's even appreciative or grateful anyway. And here we are. So, let's really, this week, the mantra is boundaries. Hold our boundaries. healthy, strong boundaries and don't violate the boundaries of others this week. That is our mantra. Okay, and then date night, which I kind of forgot about last week. Not kind of, I did forget to talk about it last week. We do have on Saturday, we have, let me look. Oh, yes. The moon is in Leo. Now, Leo is all about the self. On us, for us, working on our boundaries, we'll be very clear about what we need for healthy boundaries, what we need to do to keep healthy boundaries. We may choose to defile our own boundaries, compromise our own boundaries, but we'll know what we need to do if we want to keep healthy, strong boundaries. On the other hand, Leo is all about making sure I want to be loved in its most basic form. I want love. Please love me. Look at me. Love me for who I am. So, again, on the most basic sense of Leo, it's our true selves coming out, asking to be accepted, even though we don't need to be accepted by out there. We're children of God, you guys. We're pretty damn cool just the way we are. Even though we think we're weird or we have these cringe, that's my word today, these cringe characteristics that we don't like about ourselves, we're perfect. God created us perfectly. And all we got to do is fulfill our purpose, fulfill who we truly are, do our part of the contract. So we are children of God. Please remember that this week with our healthy boundaries. We don't want to compromise who we truly are just to fit in, just to feel comfortable. We have to take the bravery of Neptune and Saturn in Aries to fully embrace and express our true selves, to really go for that career, or not, it doesn't even have to be career, whatever our passion is, and make it happen. That's our boundaries. Keep them healthy, keep them strong, and don't violate anyone else's boundaries this week. Now, date night, if we do that, if we honor each other's boundaries, if we let each other know how much we appreciate them in our lives, how much they mean to us, whether we are with our partner or our friends and family, we'll have an excellent date night, excellent Saturday. This is the key, though, because that Leonian energy, if it's feeling neglected, it will reach out for attention. And usually the attention it reaches out for is negative attention because it can get instant results that way. So if our partner, our family, our friends are doing some shitty things and being a little bit nasty and mean, and remember, they're asking for attention. So just let them know how much they mean to us, and we will have a great evening. Okay, keep our boundaries, set our boundaries, make sure they're healthy and strong, and don't violate others' boundaries either. All right, let's get started like we always do. Let's get balanced, aligned. We'll take our 3 deep cleansing breaths, and then we'll say our Sun in Cancer affirmation. Let's take our first breath. On this first deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. One more. On this third deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We saw all the disease, all the darkness, all the negativity, all the toxicity. It's all flowing away. I always like to look at it. I visualize visualize it as dark black squares just flowing away out of my feet. And in its place, we're being filled with this beautiful light made up of white light, love, and goodwill. I like to see it as white triangles. My whole body is filled with white triangles. And not only does this light, this white light, love, and goodwill protect us. No. Not only does this white light, love, and goodwill fill us, our entire bodies, all of our bodies, it is also protecting us, deflecting all evil, low vibration, all negativity back to its source. While we're in this space of white light connected with our higher selves, we will say our Sun in Cancer affirmation. We'll say our affirmation and we'll stay in this space of white light connected with our higher selves for just 5 seconds. Let's say our Sun in Cancer affirmation. As above, so below. I hold the entire universe within me, and from that space I grow and glow. We'll say the affirmation, we'll stay in this space of white light connected with our higher selves for just 5 seconds. Let's say it together. As above, so below. I hold the entire universe within me, and from that space I grow and glow. Good, good. Yeah, we'll want to keep that close by, that affirmation close by. You know, I like to preach about we need to be doing this affirmation every single day or something like it, making sure we're connecting with our higher self on a regular basis. Makes life a hell of a lot easier, you guys. You can see a lot more clearly. Now, it doesn't take the object of our difficulty away, but it helps us understand it and what we're supposed to learn from it. Okay, well, this week, boundaries. Come see me on Facebook at Soul Sister Cat for my daily inspirational oracle messages that help keep us balanced, aligned, and connected to our higher self during the day. I also like to post memes that are very interesting, thought-provoking, beautiful. If you're looking for some guidance and direction, just go to Soul Sister Cat Facebook page. In a lot of cases, if not all, you will find the direction, the guidance, the answer that you're looking for. Make it a great week ahead. Do not ever forget the message of the Soul Sister channel, the keynote, because guys, this is the magic answer. It all starts within. Out there is just a reflection of what's going on within. Life is lived from the inside out. Hold your boundaries and don't compromise anyone else's boundaries this week. All right? Namaste.